Alright, ready to open the wine? Because I am.
I'm still in my Cheeto mess.
That's okay.
I'm
We got our
excited.
first white.
Woohoo!
Which I'm surprised by because I love a good white.
I know, I was like, wow. Like, not having had one.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Cheers. Cheers.
And I'm Sam. We took one sip, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm Sam.
I'm also Sam.
This is Whine Wednesday. I'm Sam.
And I'm Sam.
And this is a video podcast where two 20-somethings drink wine, wind down, and whine about shit.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's vegan friendly.
Are other wines not vegan friendly?
Yeah.
Really?
I've had wines before that have mentioned that they're vegan friendly. I don't know if I looked it up as to why, but I remember I think I made up like, what are they not vegan friendly because like a donkey pulled the grapes out of the vineyard.
Oh. What is in wine though? That's not like honey maybe? Because that's like
Yeah, maybe honey or like wheat. Can't.
no, they can.
That was dumb. Don't even. Oh, today we've got something to whine about.
Yeah, this one's a little more serious. I feel like than
Our mini topic.
yeah. I hate people that shit on people for wearing masks. Not wearing masks, for wearing masks. Because apparently that's a bigger issue now.
That's a big thing now, which like,
Why?
why?
What does it affect you? My sister, who's a senior right now, said that a couple months back they dropped the mask mandate for one day because at lunch a kid got beat up for wearing a mask.
Oh, like during the time that, okay, so in the one day that they dropped the mandate
And then they
this
put it
one
back
kid
up because
still-
of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for wearing a mask. That's like beating someone up for wearing a red t-shirt. Or like, you know what people deserve to get beat up for? Wearing Crocs. Not wearing a mask, wearing Crocs.
What if you have Crocs snow boots?
I mean like the traditional Crocs.
What about Croc clogs?
Yeah. I would beat somebody up for that.
I'm sorry, Sarah. She has a couple pairs. It's like I can kind of get on board with the Crocs clogs. I almost bought a pair.
I honestly don't know
But,
what
like-
they look like. I'm just saying things. I just really hate Bella wears Crocs.
No,
my
regular
sister.
Crocs, they don't look good on me. I can't see them looking good on Bella. You're like, exactly.
The fashionista that she is.
Bella, what happened when you moved down south?
No, this was before then.
Oh. So she was following a New York trend, I feel.
They're meant for like gardening and like nurses and stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
people that are on their feet for a
Okay,
long time.
but like exactly. If you're a nurse, you can wear Crocs appropriately. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
isn't the topic that we are supposed to get
Yeah, no.
into. What were we talking about again? Oh,
The
yeah.
guy that got beat up, and then I saw a TikTok this morning, and I don't have all the facts straight. I feel like it would be too hard to find it. But it was someone in office. I don't know if it was like a senator or representative or like local office, like mayor type. I have no
Okay.
idea. Somebody in office was doing a talk.
In an office. It was me. In my office.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Political office.
Yeah, you are in your political office. Perfect.
No, the people. Someone in a political office. Is
Yeah,
what I
somebody in a political office
meant. Anyway.
was doing a talk or a speech at a college.
Yeah, like visiting a school.
Yeah,
What was it supposed to be about?
guest speaker maybe type thing.
You don't know.
I really don't. It was very quick and it was a TikTok, so the
Mhm.
information wasn't great. But when he walked on stage, and you know how they have like students usually behind of any notoriety, like club
Yeah.
presidents or
like presidents
whatever.
of
Yeah.
clubs or like a student committee.
Yeah,
of some
something like
sort.
that. Like standing behind him
Yeah.
with like the backdrop thing.
Yeah.
They were all wearing masks. I'm assuming the school mandate, or just because they wanted to wear them to feel safe, or
Yeah.
like COVID is a thing. Like,
Yeah. Maybe.
he didn't know his mic was on before the speech, and he was talking to them, and being like, "You can't let COVID rule your life. You shouldn't be wearing masks." Like, shitting on them, full on shitting them
okay.
for wearing a mask.
After 2 odd years of that being the norm, and then suddenly people like shitting and staring at you in the lull of like after the first wave of vaccines came out,
Mm-hmm.
people were like looking at you if you weren't suddenly wearing a mask because it's like, well, are you vaccinated or are you just like saying like I'm
Right.
vaccinated, you know, kind of thing. Like people are kind of getting away with it, and you didn't know where to stand. So I feel like a lot of people, even
There
if
were
they're
people going around with fake vaccination cards. What?
like, do you just like copy one from online?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I didn't have one, but
Me neither. I got a real one.
I know what you're saying. But now it's funny because now in this like second wave of I don't know what,
Right. We're kind of on the I don't want to say the tail end because that's not true, but
yeah,
we're kind of starting to learn how to live with it.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, I went to a Rangers game last night,
Mhm.
right? And so, well, rewind a little bit. During the summer and like fall, when majority of everyone was like vaccinated and everything, and we were starting to get back into like a normal,
right
I guess.
before the Christmas hoopla.
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving, I started to wear masks again, just because it's like tight spaces. We're indoor with lots of people. People are holiday shopping.
You're gonna be seeing your grandparents, your family,
Yeah.
who might not be
Who
like,
might have an immune system
Yeah.
like issue or
more susceptible to
yeah,
COVID,
or like little ones and stuff who are around.
who can't be vaccinated.
Yeah, and they're like in schools and stuff, and they can
Right.
transfer it more easily or whatever. So I was wearing it for a while, and only like now we're in March, so and it's been kind of warmer days in February, so I've been on and off. Like depends on the situation. I feel, you know.
I wear it most of the time, but I've caught myself not
Yeah.
wearing it when I feel
well, like I
safe
went,
to
I
do
went
that.
skiing this past weekend, so we're outdoors. So like, but I had like
You're cold and
pot-
you have
what-
like
I was like, what's that thing called? A baklava? And I was like, I know it's not a baklava.
baklava.
Yeah. But I was like, I know it's not a baklava because that's like a pastry.
Yeah.
But like,
Balaclava. I
yeah,
think.
I had a balaclava, so like my mouth was kind of like covered anyways because like it's fucking freezing.
Mhm.
But like, it was like half the people there were wearing masks and like half the people there were just like walking around like it was like any time before 2020, you know?
Right.
So, plus you're outdoors and stuff too, so I felt more comfortable. But going back to the Rangers game, I wore my mask on the train and everything because I'm like, that's such a confined
Yeah.
space. But like once we got to our seats, for me at least, once we got to the seats in the stadium, then I took my mask
Did
off.
you have to be vaccinated to get
Yeah,
into it?
you have to be vaccinated to get in.
I went to an Islanders game like maybe a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
almost a month ago, and everyone had to be vaccinated to get in.
Yeah.
So once I sat down, I also felt more comfortable taking off my mask.
Cause it's like you're going in and everyone's vaccinated, okay, but like just like walking around with past people, like you don't know people's daily lives, but like once you sit down, it's kind of like, okay, like I'm gonna be sitting here for a long time. Like you have beverages, food, whatever.
Right.
So your guard kind of like gets let down,
Mhm.
and like even there was like people in front of me who were like wearing their mask, and then like second period came around and they weren't wearing their masks, like whatever,
Yeah.
like on and off kind of thing. So it's like so weird feeling it out.
Yeah.
And it's just like sometimes I'm like, okay, so I wear it when I'm walking around with people, but when I'm
Yeah.
sitting around a bunch of people, that makes a difference. So like, it's like just weird kind of thing to feel out or whatever. But
I know, and like
no one should be judged if
for
that's
wearing
how
one.
yeah, but like or being up, like it's whatever makes you feel comfortable and safe is how.
Right, and it's not a crazy new concept the past 2 years.
No.
Other countries, if you got a cold, if you feel a little sick and you need to go out of your house, you wear a mask.
Yeah.
It's for the betterment of everyone.
Well,
It's to
like-
keep your neighbor safe.
In
What?
Asian cultures and, like, just overpopulated
Yeah.
places.
You don't want to spread your germs, and I feel like
Yeah.
we're the ones that were a little behind on that.
Yeah. You were the ones. Oh, wait.
In Europe, they did it.
Well, you know what? Because America's an all-for-one country, so...
It's so selfish to go out and not wear a mask in most situations. If you're reading the room and you're just being a dick about it,
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
This is really tasty.
It is good.
I'm not like a total, like, white drinker, typically. But anyways.
Yeah, and I don't get it. I feel like it's straight up disgusting. Like, that you're...
To judge and tell people off, especially those who are in office, you shouldn't, like, be...
Right?
You shouldn't be, like, 1 second having these strict laws that you're promoting, and then the next minute be, like, you're being a little, like, pussy. Like, a lack of better words.
Yeah.
I just, like, that's basically what he was saying to these, like, were they high schoolers or, like,
I think
college?
it was a college. I'm not 100%
But
sure.
still.
This did happen down south, so I don't know how their laws were working,
Yeah.
but most universities and colleges were still requiring a mask at that point. I don't know how now. I know the one in New York is lifted. Like, my mom and Joe don't have to wear it at school anymore. If they don't
Okay.
want to.
Yeah, because I think my dad was saying the other day that he thought it was, like, relifted again or whatever, and I was like, oh, well, but, like, warmer weather's coming, and...
Well, bottom line, no one deserves to get shit on for deciding. What if they have a sick grandparent living at home?
Yeah, you don't know the situation. What if they themselves are immune compromised?
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. And it really pisses me off because it's not a good reason to beat someone up or shit on them or bully them. That, I'm going to call him a senator, I don't know if he was,
Yeah.
was bullying.
Politician.
This politician was bullying college students.
Yeah.
18 to what,
Inappropriate.
22-year-olds? You're
Inappropriate.
a grown man bullying young adults and teenagers about wearing a mask?
Any grown-up who's bullying a child?
Like, grow a pair.
Yeah.
Fuck you. He doesn't deserve that position if he's going to talk down to his voters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could see their faces, and, like, after he turned around, like, one of the girls, like, pulled it down over her nose and was just, like, looking at the other people, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you for making those people feel, one, insignificant, two, that their
Insecure.
health doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
My coworker is she's very sensitive to, like, COVID still. And, like, we're in our own separate rooms and stuff.
mhm.
But, like, when I go to, like, go tell her something or whatever, I put my mask on and
Right.
stuff.
Common courtesy. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
it's a
not
common
shithead.
courtesy. Yeah, exactly. But, like, I mean, I'll have to admit, like, with people who are, like, more loose about it, then I'm like, okay, like, I feel fine
It's
or
just-
whatever.
You
It's
gotta feel
reading
it.
the room.
You gotta feel it out.
Read the room.
If you're in a giant lecture hall or stadium or whatever, and you're speaking to all these people and all these students, and they're all wearing masks,
In this, it's almost like read the room, but also it's like majority wins. Like, if that's what's happening,
you're a leader.
You could, but like, if you don't want to wear your mask and it is okay not to wear a mask, it's not a mandate at the moment, fine. But if the majority of other people are wearing it, you can't say anything about it. Like, that's just like, idiotic. Like, it just
He's
doesn't
an
make
idiot.
sense. Yeah.
And
Like,
those kids
you're
that beat up that other kid, also fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what that kid's going through, what his body is like, what his health is like, what the people that he comes in contact with. When I was working at St. Francis at a nursing home with, 65, 70 people that were over the age of 70, you bet your ass if I went to Walmart, no one else was wearing a mask, I still had one on.
Yeah.
Common courtesy. Because I don't want to fuck up someone else's life.
Well, that too, my boss is like, she's almost 80 and stuff, and she didn't have the vaccine for a while because she had COVID at one point, and then she was like,
Mhm.
oh, like whatever. And has her own beliefs and thoughts about medicine. So she wasn't vaccinated for a while, but then she finally did get vaccinated because she had to get a surgery done, and she had to be
Mhm.
vaccinated
Right.
in order to go.
Yeah.
But I wore it a lot and was more sensitive to it because I was like, well, I'm not gonna get my boss sick, like, and be responsible for like
if I'm at a restaurant or something, and most of the people are wearing masks, and there's like a couple next to me,
Yeah.
and they're both wearing their masks, and they just have drinks, and they just take it down, take their and I'm not wearing it, and I'm being whatever, and they come and be like, I don't want to be rude, like, do you mind, like, we're really in close proximity, do you mind, like, putting on your mask? I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Maybe that's not their place, but I don't care.
But you don't care, yeah.
That's fine. I'll put my mask on. Or if I'm in a store and I, like, forget it, and someone who's working in the store is like, oh, you need to wear a mask. Like, we have one up front if you need. I'll be like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Like, I was in Vermont when I went skiing and stuff, and they still have, like, a strict mandate and everything. And they have, like, masks at the front of the store, like we used to have. And, like, to get into, like, the majority of restaurants, you had to have your ID and vaccination, like, vaccine card to get in. But
it was like that in Manhattan for a really long time. I don't know if it's still after this lift.
Yeah. I mean, it was for the Rangers game. We didn't go to any restaurants or whatever. So it depends on where you are, too. Like, you're saying those looser things were happening down south. Well, they have warmer weather going on, whereas, like, Vermont's still, like, fucking freezing.
Bella said it was 82 degrees today. And I was like, fuck you.
Well, today I was like, oh, I'm feeling like spring out here. It's like almost
she's like,
50.
it's 82 today.
Yeah, my friend Alyssa is in San Jose, and she, like, sent me a picture with, like, a mojito. And it was like, cheers. And I was like, I sent her a picture back. I was like, I spent the day building desk chairs.
Oh my God.
Like,
not the same thing.
Not the same.
The guy's house, 143 in Oswego. Our friend Jade moved in.
Excuse me.
To 143, the guy's house, in the downstairs bedroom. And she is so immune compromised. She gets the littlest cold and she's in the hospital. She's this tiny little thing, and we were all wearing masks, getting tested when we need to, because we hang out there and we don't want to get her sick because she could die.
Yeah.
So if I was at Walmart and I got shit on for wearing a mask, you bet your ass, like, I would cause a scene because that's ridiculous.
You don't know
what I have going on.
Yeah.
You don't know that I work at a nursing home and that I have a friend who's extremely immune compromised.
Or just like my cousin's girlfriend, she's a nurse at Stony Brook, and she's like really sensitive to it 'cause she sees what happens every fucking day and stuff. And so she's like, you know, a little less comfortable with getting back into like reality, but that's fine because I understand you're in that environment. I'm not gonna like bully her for like, well, just like
it's situational.
Like she's been like, oh, can we hang out at home instead, and we've like had game nights inside instead, which like whatever, save me money. Like I don't care. Like
it's situational.
Yeah.
But you also need to understand that it's different for every person that you come in contact with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone out. We've gone to the bars and not worn a mask, but we're all comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't then go be with someone who's uncomfortable with that without being tested or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to respect other people's boundaries. And that's, like, not a new concept. It's just that COVID is a new boundary that needs to be figured out.
And it's just, also, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like common courtesy, though, is kind of like a lost concept in a way.
I hate that so much.
Like, I don't know how to say, like, how else to say that, but, like...
It's because we live in a selfish country.
Yeah.
And I don't mean I mean individually. Like, we all think selfishly just because of where we're from.
Yeah.
We're a very individualistic society, and that might be different in other countries, but in America, that is thrown down hardcore from the moment you pop out your mom. Like,
and I feel like not until maybe the last couple of years or whatever, I don't think I really realized that. I don't know. You know, like, I feel like probably in, like, high school and stuff, when people start to gain more personality and feel more like adults and stuff, I feel like as soon as you hit, like, maybe, like, when you start to feel like, I'm hot shit kind of feeling, that's when you start to realize,
your
like,
confidence kind of, like, gets almost cocky in a little bit. Like, it's the same thing where it doesn't matter what I do. Nothing bad's going to happen to me.
Yeah. And then we just kind of...
It's the same type of thing. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The invincibility that people feel.
I feel like this concept I really learned about in a lot of my business classes, because especially the international business classes, you have to think about
cultures.
Yeah, so America, very individualistic. But a lot of Asian countries are for the we, the us, the collectivism. It's very much about the whole team, the company, the society.
Yeah.
It's what's best for everyone.
And I feel like, though, a lot of American companies or firms and stuff that I see have adapted those philosophies.
Yes, because of
globalization.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Interesting.
Yeah, that was a lot of what we learned, like homogenization of.
It's
cultures.
almost like if you're in a firm, part of a company, you kind of understand those concepts more. And then, I mean, I don't know what place I am in. Thank you. I'm in to say this or whatever, but like I feel like if you're more of like a social media star individual, just because of the job, you're more self-centered, like not narcissistic, but
you have tendencies, narcissistic.
Yeah, you focus on yourself a lot,
and that's what
and your image and everything.
That's what a lot of my arguments with the broken system of politics in the country is rooted, because to think that you deserve to be in a place of power, you need to be a little narcissistic.
Yeah.
Although the people you want in power,
you don't want them
to be narcissistic.
Exactly.
So it's like a broken cycle that's just, it's vicious and it's horrible.
Like, you and I would be better politicians, but like,
yeah.
I guess we have a podcast.
Good enough.
This is my political movement.
I don't have enough knowledge
yeah.
to be in those situations, and I feel like a lot of people in that place do not recognize that they don't know everything.
Yeah.
Because they don't. That's impossible.
Well, like you said, they're more narcissistic, so they think highly of themselves. And
yeah, like Trump, he was one of the biggest narcissists in the world.
But
whether you like him or not,
a lot of people loved his confidence, I guess, and that's how he got in, you know?
Yeah. That's charisma, and being confident is a big part in these elections.
To go even further, Hitler was like that too.
The parallels
but
are
I'm just
astounding.
saying, like, dictators and everything. I mean, Putin right now, like,
yeah,
not to, but like,
anyone in a place of power
yeah.
has to be a little bit narcissistic. Yeah, obviously I'm not comparing politicians and celebrities in the same exact category, but you're in the limelight.
They're well-known people.
Yeah, you're in the limelight. You're famous, or well-known
yeah.
at the very least. And you have to be a little narcissistic to think that you deserve to be in the limelight like that.
Yeah.
Not to say that you're a narcissist and a bad person, but you need to think highly of yourself a little bit, or be very confident, or love yourself to a certain degree.
And that's also just like, I mean, like, business owners and like just successful people, entrepreneurs, I guess, in a way. You know, you just have to exude a certain confidence and belief in yourself.
Not that confidence and narcissism are the same thing either.
No.
And we're not saying that.
There has to be like a twinge of like, I can do this kind of.
Right. I feel like it's more so in politicians, because you're putting yourself in that.
Yeah.
Someone could become a celebrity on accident, or like they didn't
like
intend to be that big. Like
like politicians.
They think that they deserve to be in a place that controls other people's lives.
I'm just looking up. My mind just got curious about, like, obviously confidence and narcissists are not the same, but I'm just like wondering, like, okay, so confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Firm trust. Interesting.
I wouldn't have thought that was the definition.
No. Wait, but here's another one. It says the state of feeling certain about the truth or something.
Confident and arrogant are two different things as well, though. I feel like arrogance lends itself closely to narcissist.
Yeah.
Confident is a good thing. Being confident is a good thing.
It just shows that you're, well, like they said, you have trust and you know that you can rely on other people. I mean, that's why, like, just talking about, like, relationships with, like, bosses. They have to have a confidence and, what's the word I'm looking for?
sureness about them.
Yeah, like confidence or like respect towards you as an
Right.
employee that you're gonna do what's best.
You don't feel respected by a narcissist.
Yeah.
By someone who's confident,
I
you
dated
feel
one.
respect.
I dated one that said that a self-proclaimed narcissist. He told me that after we got out of the relationship.
That he was a narcissist.
Yeah. And bipolar.
That's interesting. I feel like narcissists don't usually think that they're narcissists.
I talked to a therapist and he found out he was bipolar and narcissistic. Yeah.
Narcissist.
Yeah.
He didn't come to that conclusion on his own.
Yeah.
Well, enough of that deep topic. Let's talk about this wine. We're a little over halfway, which is
Speaking of celebrity, no.
I picked this one up.
We needed to do a wine.
Avaline. I think it has the pronunciation underneath it, which is good for us.
Good.
It's a white wine. It just says white wine, so I'm assuming it's like a house or a white blend or something like that.
Okay.
Vegan friendly. I didn't know that was a thing.
Do you want me to? I'm gonna look up why.
Yeah, I think honey is a big aspect of that.
I think so too.
Honey is not vegan. Free from added sugar, artificial colors, and concentrates. The taste is dry with a touch of citrus and a crisp, fresh finish. And it pairs well with fresh cut flowers and your favorite meal. Oh, that's actually really cute. You were listening to me?
Sorry, can you repeat?
I said it says that it pairs well with fresh cut flowers and your favorite meal.
Aww.
I'm like, that's kind of cute.
That is cute. The fresh cut flowers. Sorry, I was looking up what is vegan wine, and vegan wines are made without animal products, so honey, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Some winemakers do not use traditional fining products such as gelatin. That's horses.
It's like bone marrow or intestines or something, right?
I don't know how I'm gonna say albumin. Don't know what that is. Casein. Don't know what that is. Isinglass. That's how I'm reading it. And then that are used to remove floating particles from the wine.
Well,
so I guess they sound like they're more like gelato, like gooey things that collect like natural things that, like, you're not gonna put fucking glue in wine, but I guess they're like animal natural products that you put in a wine to absorb bugs or whatever kind of thing. That's what it sounds like. So I don't know what they used. Maybe they used glue to.
No idea.
Maybe they used the little net to fish out the.
But
I thought I tasted a leg in here.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I love this wine.
Sorry.
There are two reasons why I chose this wine. One, the label, and I just think it's it's very aesthetic looking.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. The color, it's calming, it's cute, and also on the back it says "To Friendship" with the signature of two people, and the first is Cameron Diaz.
Who's the second?
I don't.
Her friend.
Yeah. Catherine Power. I don't know if that's another celebrity or just another friend.
I know there's a singer
Of this
named
person.
Cat Power, but
Maybe.
are they the same person? We don't
I
know.
don't know. But it's very good. But we'll rate it at the end, more in depth. And we'll go into our longer topic if we're done.
Dry with a touch of citrus.
So
And
I read this and you weren't listening to me.
I know. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what vegan wine was. I thought I just meant a donkey didn't stomp on the grapes.
But a little bit lighter of a topic for number 2. We've compiled a list of different foods or
like
consumables that we don't like. Well, I have like liquid drinks on there.
Oh, I know it. Consumable edibles. Consumable products.
So let's see. Oh, okay. The first one's mine. I don't like when people. This isn't necessarily a food that I don't like, but how people react to something. A lot in Oswego, we would go to Dunkin' a lot on lunch breaks because we didn't have a Starbucks. We only had a Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Oh, does it?
What's
I don't.
Starbucks' slogan? Do they have a slogan?
we're better than everyone, fuck you. That's their slogan.
Very American.
Well, anyway, we would go, and I drink black coffee, like black hot coffee. Or I like those, like, fancy, like, blended drinks. Like,
One end of the spectrum to the other.
Literally. Like frappuccinos, frozen coffees, whatever. And I would get a frozen coffee a lot because buying black coffee from Dunkin' or Starbucks just doesn't seem right to me because I can literally make that at home.
Yeah.
So I would often get the frozen coffee.
That's like me when I go out and get a cocktail. I'm like, make me the fanciest thing because I'm not going to do it.
Right. But in Oswego, it's very, very cold. And it snows a lot. And people would be like, why the heck are you drinking a frozen coffee? It's like 3 degrees out. I'm like, mind your business. This is not about you.
You know where I'm going to go drink this? Inside. With this fucking heat.
Yeah. And that pissed me off. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just feel like having, like, I like to have an iced tea. I like to have an iced tea in the winter. Sometimes. Like,
let me drink my frozen coffee in peace.
But so you can't drink fucking ice cold water in the winter?
Right? Like, room temperature or hotter. That's it. Like, okay, whoa.
You need to heat up that wine, Missy.
What? Do you not make ice?
Only hot toddies.
Like, after September hits, you no longer make ice?
No ice cream. You're eating ice cream in the winter? Unacceptable.
It's like Labor Day to Memorial Day, no ice.
You're a freak.
Right?
If there's ice outside, you can't eat it.
Like, it's so cold, why do you have a frozen coffee? And I'm like, because I like frozen. What, you're never going to eat ice cream unless it's hot out?
That's dumb.
Right?
And then that's like the other way around. You can't eat soup in the summer?
It's not.
No. I don't like...
Right, you can't have anything hot in the summer.
Yeah.
Food, all your food has to be cold.
I guess you're only eating salads. You can't have a hot dog or a burger anymore.
No. Barbecues, you're cut off.
What is this food logic, this food temperature logic that these people have?
Like, I'm going to join my frozen coffee in my nice warm car on break.
Thank you.
So dumb. What's the next one? I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm getting heated. My blood is boiling.
I mean...
What is the next one? Oh, tomatoes that squish a little when you cut into them. Like...
It's annoying.
Like when you go, especially the little ones.
It's like, you gotta have a very tender tomato though. Like, it's like almost like an avocado. Like, you gotta catch it right at the right point.
But like the little ones, you like go to cut it and it kind of just like breaks and like... I don't even know what to do. Like, squishes out and yeah.
That's what I call it, the tomato guts.
Ew, that like ruins me. I don't love tomatoes to begin with, like raw tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like, but that, if I see one do that, forget it.
No more. Well, also the contents has gone away. Like, it's on your plate or cutting board or whatever.
Just the skin.
Yeah. Ew. But I used to eat, like, I guess, like, my grandma used to have, like, a tomato plant in her, like, in a pot on her front porch. Mm-hmm. And I used to eat those, like, apples. So they must have been, like, good, crisp. Hard.
I don't like tomatoes that much. The tomatoes.
No.
I'm done talking about them.
Well, some people say the iPhone is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And that just makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Or this is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Right. I'm with you.
My personal opinion is anything before sliced bread was the greater thing. What, fucking cars weren't the greatest thing? I feel like sliced bread wasn't like a thing till like the 50s or 60s. Like, I feel like it wasn't a thing.
It was
till like post-war, like when there's mass production. There were greater things. The fucking airplane was made. Like, here's my point here. I don't like sliced bread. Or at least I don't like sliced white bread.
Like Wonder Bread type thing.
I don't like Wonder Bread shit. I don't like
except
whole wheat
toast.
I'll have it toasted.
Like, yeah, like
but
breakfast
I'm not
toast.
Yeah, like
if you go to a diner and you order breakfast and it comes with toast.
Yes. I'll have that with butter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll enjoy it.
Like sandwiches.
I don't like a sandwich, and I don't really care. It's so complicated. I'd rather have peanut butter jelly on crackers than on bread. Yeah, I just don't like the. don't like the mushiness of it. Or I hate, like, when you have sliced bread and then you put it in a lunchbox or whatever, and then you take it out for lunch, and, like, it's been rolled over and smushed and shit, and it's just disgusting.
Oh.
Like, that doesn't happen as often with a roll. I just would rather eat whatever sandwich I'm having on ciabatta or, like,
Right.
a sourdough or, like, oh my god, like a 7-grain roll. I love it. I'd rather have a roll. I'd rather have a bagel. I'd rather just not have sliced bread.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest thing.
No. I get what you're saying, and to be honest, when you mentioned this, I was like, when was the last time I had sliced bread that wasn't, like, toast, like, for breakfast? And my thing is, not that I don't like sliced bread for sandwiches, I don't eat cold cuts.
So when do you
So
use?
when would I use sliced bread other
Yeah.
than having it as toast?
Yeah.
I haven't had cold cuts since, like, middle school, maybe.
I have to call myself out for a second because I did have sliced sourdough bread, but that I feel like
That's
it's
sourdough
different.
bread, that's different.
It's different. It's not. It's just different. I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
Because it's sliced from like a nice like loaf and all this shit. But you haven't had cold cuts since like 7th grade.
I don't think so. I've probably had a grilled ham and
I
cheese
had them like 7
before.
hours ago. Looking at my invisible watch.
I've had like probably a grilled ham and cheese before at like a restaurant or something, and
Yeah.
it might have been cold cut or it might have been like sliced like honey ham or whatever.
Yeah.
Like from. So I don't know if but
But
I
you
didn't
haven't made a
willingly,
deli
like, oh no
sandwich yet.
I've never bought it. I've never. Cheese is different. Like to make a grilled cheese,
Yeah.
like I will use deli cheese.
Yeah.
But like meat.
No.
I haven't had it yet.
You're better
since
off. It's
middle
not
school.
good for you.
No.
But I eat it.
I don't like that it's cold and it's like
Then
the texture and like it. Not that it's slimy, but it's like slick.
I have a problem with like thick cut deli meats. Like that makes me want to vomit. I need it to be really thin. The coldness doesn't bother me. Sometimes when I'm making it, or like there's like those little weird like bubbles in it, that kind of like grosses me out. But if someone else has made it for me, I'm not seeing that shit,
Right.
and so then I'll eat it and I love it. And like today I wish I got provolone and not mozzarella, but that's another story.
Yeah. So if we ever go to like.
So like you'll have like a Parmesan sandwich.
That's what I was about to say. If we go to like a deli or a
Mhm.
sandwich place for like if that's the collective, I won't say no.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get like a chicken parm sandwich or
Yeah.
something with like grilled chicken.
Or you can get you can get chicken cutlet
Yeah.
and stuff.
Usually something
What's
like
your
that.
opinion on like salads, like chicken salad, tuna
No mayo. I don't eat mayo.
Oh right, I forgot.
Ugh.
Thank God.
I'm a really big texture person. And
I see how it is.
I hate mayos.
But yes, texture.
Yeah, texture I'm huge on. It's not necessarily the taste, because honestly, I couldn't even tell you the taste of mayo. I don't know. But, like,
Then how do you know you don't like it?
because I don't like creamy,
Oh,
like, sauces or, like, spreads.
icing?
That's different.
It's
a
sweet.
different texture,
Yeah.
too. Like,
I guess like icing's more fluffy.
yeah, mayo is kind of the same consistency or texture as yogurt. Like, that kind of
Yeah. Whip.
thick,
Like
whipped,
liquid,
like, yeah, thing. And I hate yogurt, and not necessarily because of the taste. I don't like the texture of it. That, like, slick, slimy kind of.
Yeah, I like when I was younger. I wasn't, and still not. I don't really love yogurt,
Mm-hmm.
but I eat more plant-based yogurts now, so I'll have them a little bit more often. But I do need to add like granola or like fruit or something to give it
Another
a
texture.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, I'm really big on what it feels like
Yeah,
in my mouth rather than what it tastes like.
it's like a visual for me, and then a texture. But I'm not too sensitive to textures. I feel like.
Yeah.
So do you not like pudding?
Certain mousse things, like
Mhm.
mousse cakes or mousse parfaits,
You like
I'm
something
like,
that's
okay.
like thinner though.
It's like
It's
airier.
airier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I get the yogurt thing because yogurt just like sometimes like sour too, and it's like eh.
I just don't ever get that far because I look at it and I'm like, that looks like a tub of lotion and I don't need it.
I'm gonna put that on my face.
No, literally.
Add some cucumbers. You could. You really probably could.
Greek yogurt on the face.
Yeah, nice smooth. a nice smoothie. A smoothie on your face.
Oh my god.
Ew, a smoothie with cucumbers. Drizzle a little honey. I feel
I'll
like
put that on my face.
Yeah, you can put honey on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, like a homemade face mask for sure.
Interesting.
Alright, what's the next one?
You
Is it
put
yours or
oats on
mine?
your face too. Like oatmeal.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like an eczema thing too, like for your skin.
Yes.
You have like you put oatmeal.
I used to take oatmeal baths.
Me too. Oh my god. Fun.
Oh my god! I feel like little kids do that. Like you get rash and your parents
Right,
are like,
yeah,
let's throw you
oatmeal.
in an oatmeal bath.
No, literally.
Wait, that's so bizarre now. Where it's just like it's just like they throw you in a giant vat of like oatmeal.
That's another texture I don't like is oatmeal. I cannot eat oatmeal.
Maybe
Ew.
you had too many oatmeal baths.
Maybe. I just picture myself bathing in it instead of eating it.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just like imagine I mean I've never made oatmeal in a giant vat.
Oh, I have at St. Francis.
Well then I can definitely see how that's a deterrent.
No, a lot of things were ruined
And then
for
the
me.
leftover oatmeal you take it to your
Ew!
residence and they go in the bag.
Ew! Stop.
My stomach hurts more. And also my workout earlier.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, just the
Just a vat of oatmeal.
You're putting a little baby in, like, you could just put a baby in a literal pot of oatmeal.
On the stove, boil it up.
The oatmeal that you bathe in, though, is, like, different.
It's not like real. It's
Oh my
like
God.
you put it in the water and it like turns into like a milky type
yeah.
of. It's
Oh.
not like.
Do people still do that?
Yeah. Well, Aveeno is literally made with the lotion, isn't it? Made with
Oh.
oatmeal.
Oh, I can see that.
I'm pretty sure it
Because
is.
it has a little wheat drawing on it.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. We're putting it together, the two of us.
Not sponsored.
I wish Aveeno. Damn.
We're just like here with an Aveeno bottle. Like I could use some right now. My hands are not pretty.
Next topic. Not next topic, but like next on the list of food stuff.
Well, you're talking about how you don't like creamy things. You don't like. You like airy, fluffy things. Now.
Now, okay. There's a cake in front of you, right? A birthday cake. You think that it's buttercream, like thick frosting, and then you eat it and it's whipped cream. Now, I don't dislike whipped cream frosting,
But not when it's
but
being
on like a strawberry
fraud.
shortcake cake.
Yeah. I really want cake.
If you're looking at a cake and it should have whipped cream frosting on it, bet. Go ahead. Ice cream cake, whipped cream frosting. Shortcake, strawberry shortcake cake. I get it.
Pudding cake with whipped cream frosting.
Yeah. Got it. Good. You got a regular old vanilla birthday cake. And I bite into it, and it's got the frosting that just melts as soon as you eat it. I'm pissed. I'm furious. And that's all I have to say on the topic.
Oh, I wanted you to also kind of continue.
What was I saying? I don't even remember.
This is a strong wine.
It's
apparently.
not, though. The one I picked up before this was 13%. This is 11.6.
I don't know. I'm feeling it, but maybe we're guzzling it. I don't know. Since you are okay with thicker icings,
Right. That I'm eating and not drinking.
but what's the difference?
What do you mean? This is different. Okay, no, well, there is kind of a
Do you
difference.
like
Okay.
chewing?
What we're talking about is I don't really drink anything that you can't see through to some extent.
Maybe
Not
that's-
completely clear like this where I can literally see you through it.
Maybe that's why you
not
don't
what I
like
mean.
reds as much.
Maybe. If it's a really dark red,
Not appetizing.
no. Although I think it's rooted back to, I used to go to Starbucks a lot in high school, especially with Emily and her mom taking me to school, because her mom really likes
I didn't know
Starbucks.
that.
So
That's a nice
well,
treat.
yeah, we would go there a lot, and she would bring me to school Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we would try and finagle Starbucks most of those days. So we would go, and I used to get, like, earlier on in high school, I used to get, like, hot coffees with creamer in it, like macchiatos and stuff.
Yeah.
And mochas. And one day, I was drinking one,
I'm scared.
and there was something in it, like, I drank it, and there was something, like, solid, like, I don't know what it was. And I, like, swallowed it, like, I didn't have a chance to,
I'm
like...
just picturing, like, a nail in it.
Oh, no, I think it was, like, more
Like a
like
fingernail.
a bug or something. So I swallowed it, and I was like... And I, like, threw it out.
Okay, so it's a more recent fear.
Yeah, now,
Or phobia, whatever.
the things that I came into contact with that you can't see through the most is milk and orange juice. And milk
Sodas.
also including...
But you don't drink
No.
carbonated things.
Yeah, I never would... Like, what I came in contact with in middle school and into high school was orange juice was always in the house, and milk. And I didn't love milk to begin with, but after that incident, I stopped drinking things you could see through altogether because I was, like, terrified that... And I drink black coffee, which technically you can't really see through, but it's just transparent enough that if something's, like, in it, I can see it.
Like, you can see a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, some lemonades are...
Starbucks better be only giving Samantha clear cups.
But it's literally not even that. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's a closed cup, I feel better about it that when the person was pouring it, that they can see
That's something gross about
that
it.
something was gross in it. I don't know if it's completely rational, but I just don't drink anything that you can't see through. And when it comes to, like, milk and stuff with pulp, I don't like that it's not quite thick like a milkshake or a smoothie, but not quite thin like a clear liquid.
Yeah.
That it's that kind of weird in between. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how it... That's another textural thing that I just...
I like, which I know a lot of people raise their eyebrow to, but I like watered down, like, orange juice, apple juice, like, all juices, because they're just too sweet for me.
Right.
So therefore that makes them see-through-ish.
Yeah, more.
Yeah. If you're missing OJ.
Although, this makes going out and drinking very difficult because a lot of things have pineapple juice, orange juice.
Yeah.
I don't like cranberry juice.
What about a daiquiri? I thought you liked daiquiris.
They're, like, smoothie consistency. They're thick. They've got crushed ice in them. That makes sense to me because it's, like, blended. Like, a blended coffee is actually, it's thick enough. It's not
like it's
that...
supposed to be
Yeah.
That there might be
And
a
I know that
chunk in
doesn't
it.
really make sense, but to me it does.
Well, I don't necessarily have a phobia of that, but I do have some, like, definitely primarily when I was dealing with the uproar of my stomach issues in, like, 9th through 10th grade. If I ate something and it felt sick afterwards, that was it.
It was over. Never again.
And that primarily happens with fast food.
Okay.
I've never had Chipotle because I know that was like there was like a weird thing where people got sick off of like lettuce or something, or there was a
It was probably that happens to a lot of places though.
I know.
Because there's nothing that.
I was a Taco Bell fiend
Really?
when I was little. I'd have
I love Taco Bell.
Twirling Taco Tuesday because on Tuesdays I had twirling, baton twirling.
Yeah.
And we get Taco Bell like before or after, I can't remember, whatever. And there's a picture of me. There's a picture of me. Do we include it? I don't know.
If you can find it, I'll put it in there.
There's a picture of me and my friend Lauren from, I'm not friends with her anymore. This was like when I was little and I've moved since then. With like with the Taco Bell grande nacho powder thing.
Right.
Just all over my face and my hands. There's a picture. It was like
covered in it.
Yeah, and I used to have the like nacho dip container, and I would lick it clean, I was
Oh my
like,
god, you really love that
obsessed.
Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell now. That's the only fast food that I really eat.
but when you're
Unless
drunk,
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. I stopped eating Taco Bell like after they had some kind of funky food issue. I can't remember. Never ate Chipotle because they had some kind of funky thing. Like,
I feel like
shall I
Chipotle
mention his
type
name?
places
Shane
are kind
Dawson
of...
was like, oh. But like every YouTuber that I've literally ever watched is always like, oh, I always have an upset stomach. Like I have the shit so bad after I eat Chipotle. So I'm like, why would I fucking eat that then?
I've never felt that way ever.
I don't think I've ever had Moe's.
I like Moe's a lot. I feel like those kinds of places are kind of not quite fast food.
They're like more like a Panera.
Yeah, like a fast-paced
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And in between.
I don't think I've ever had Chipotle. I know I've been in one. I've had chips from them, but like
Right.
that doesn't count. That was
No.
like meat or something that could like go bad.
Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen with a fucking chip is that it's stale. Although I remember in like middle school, high school, we would always eat Tostitos chips.
Us?
Like, yeah, or at least I would. I would always eat fucking Tostitos chips. I don't know if we had dip or not. And then my stomach would always be upset afterwards because I ate too much of them. I think it was the cornstarch or something in it, or
Right.
I found out later.
You also have a very sensitive stomach, so
Yeah.
I don't have that. I have a pretty much a stomach of steel. I feel like I could eat anything and I don't really get sick.
If only.
The yin and the yang.
Jesus.
Sorry.
But fast food, back to that. The only fast food I would eat for years, like December 2020, it was actually Christmas Eve.
Fast food on Christmas.
Yeah, because it was a weird Christmas Eve where like this is one of the Christmas, well, it's 2020, so COVID.
Oh, okay. I'm
Um,
thinking right before COVID, but that was 2019.
19, yeah. So it's 2020, and like me and Brian were gonna make gingerbread houses, and I was on my way over to his house, and I was hungry, and I was like, "Do you want anything from Wendy's?" Because I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna get French fries, because that's like the one thing I trusted for some reason, just Wendy's French fries straight up.
French fries are again not meat. So.
Exactly. I don't like McDonald's French fries. I know a lot of people love McDonald's French fries. I think they're wimpy.
I don't really have a preference for fries. Like they're just fries for me.
They're wimpy to me.
I
like a
don't
crunchy
really
fry.
care.
You don't have a preference?
No.
Interesting.
I'm a very opinionated person. Hence where we are right now.
I like a crunchy fry. If it's too potatoey, I don't love steak fries, and when I have a steak fry, I love the crunchy ends on them. But I like a crunchier, more fried fry.
Yeah, like a more well done one.
Yeah, I'm not saying I like my food burnt, but more well done things in general make me feel safer. Because I'm like, well, I know it's definitely cooked.
Right.
So, I mean,
that's fair.
on topic, but going off topic a bit, like when I was in college and like I'd cook in my dorm and stuff, that smoke alarm would go.
You would burn shit.
I would like cook my turkey burger to where it was like it's definitely brown.
Right. Poultry's different too, though. You need that shit
Yeah.
cooked.
I would only eat Wendy's chicken nuggets and French fries for the longest time for fast food in general.
Mhm.
And then, in 10th grade, I would give food a 3 times you're out kind of thing. I
like
had
a
Wendy's.
ranking
Yeah.
system.
No. Like I had
3 strikes.
I ate, and I have not since that I know of. Eaten ground beef because I had a hamburger.
Meatball? You have like turkey meatballs.
I have turkey meatballs. Yeah, different. It's not beef.
Yeah.
Ground beef.
Yeah.
So
Turkey.
I had a hamburger once in between 9th and 10th grade. Had a hamburger, upset stomach. Went for it again, upset stomach.
Is it
3rd time again, upset stomach, and I
no
said
steak
that's
or
it.
anything?
Fine with steak.
Isn't it like the same thing?
Listen, I'm not gonna try it. And you know what? Impossible burgers are fantastic. They taste literally the same.
Yeah, they're really bad for you though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have them that often.
No, yeah.
So, whatever.
Yeah,
I only get them when it's like, if I see a restaurant has it, which is like once in a blue moon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure the non-healthy quality of an Impossible Burger compared to how much regular burgers I could have eaten in that span of time, definitely even out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I have been more recently trying to eat more red meat because my iron is so shitty.
I'm sure my iron is shitty, but I don't know.
I take supplements and it's still not great, so. And it's really only when I'm out. Like, I don't make a conscious effort to make red meat. But if I'm out at, like, a diner or something, I'm like, all right, I'll eat a cheeseburger because it's red meat, it's a diner, like, I'll just eat the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Like, I do like cheeseburgers. It's
How does a diner fuck that up?
Right.
Well, okay, wait. I feel like I've jumped around so much, and I'm so sorry. I stopped eating Wendy's meat.
Okay, even chicken?
In 10th grade, yeah. Because in 10th grade, going back to the 3 times you're out, I would only get chicken nuggets and french fries.
Right.
And like 3 times you're out, 3 times in a row, I had an upset stomach afterwards, which was so horrible. Because I remember I was listening to Alt J trying to write a paper on Rasputin for social studies.
I can't wait to zoom in on your face while you're talking and saying all of this.
I look like I'm like high as fuck or something.
You're just like closing your eyes and telling the story.
This is what makes me feel comfortable right now.
That's okay.
Don't bully me!
I'm saying I can't wait to see it.
I'm not wearing a mask.
Wear a mask. I'm talking to you. Wear a mask.
Wait, okay. Okay, so I haven't so since 10th grade, I had not eaten
meat from Wendy's.
Only their french fries. And then I had a chicken sandwich because my brother is a physical education major. He's very into fitness and health and stuff. And I'm like, well, Parker eats like his like drunk food to go to junk food thing that I noticed like one summer or whatever was like Wendy's like grilled chicken sandwiches or whatever.
His drunk food is a grilled chicken sandwich?
Yes.
I wish. I literally wish.
So
the willpower he must have.
Yeah.
How do you not want like a nugget?
I mean, maybe he had the crispy one too, I'm not sure. But I was like, if Parker thinks that this is healthy and has no problem with it.
Does he think it's healthy or does he just want it?
Well, I don't know. If Parker's okay with eating
okay.
then I was like, let me give it a shot. So I ate it, and I guess I didn't have a problem with it or whatever. So I have dabbled in Wendy's
chicken?
I've dabbled in Wendy's chicken sandwiches. But this past weekend...
Did you eat a chicken sandwich?
I did not.
Oh.
My cousin Brandon was sick and vomiting.
Oh, he got food poisoning from it?
And I was like, oh no, he has a stomach virus. I just saw him. I'm going to get a stomach virus while I'm up in Vermont and not in my, like, territory. Right. That's, like, such a, like, fear for me, like, getting sick in an unfamiliar place.
Right. No, that's
I mean,
fair.
that I feel like is valid for everyone.
Oh, 100%.
You know? But, like...
If I could help it, I would. Like, even my first year of college, I was like, oh, please don't let me get sick at a dorm room.
Oh my god, that did happen to me once, and, like, I, like, laid down in the stall, because, like, that was...
Oh, you didn't have a...
Like, this was, for freshman year, we had, like,
dorm
a communal
dorm
bathroom, and, like, I just felt so sick, I had to lay, you know when you just have to lay down? Oh, man. But anyways, my cousin Brandon was sick. I thought, I was like, oh no, I'm going to get, like, a virus or something. I just saw him. But then, my friend Chrissy's dating him. So anyways, she was like, oh, he thinks that he had Wendy's, and he thinks it was the Wendy's.
Oh, food poisoning from
So he got food poisoning from Wendy's. So now...
And you're done with them because he thinks that he might have gotten food poisoning from Wendy's.
Don't look at me like that! But yes! I'll eat the french fries still. I almost got french fries today for lunch, but then I was like, well, what am I just getting french fries and then I'll go to another place and get a sandwich?
I can't relate. When I tell you, when we went to that Wendy's after, what was it, Pork Chef.
Yeah.
That is the best chicken sandwich I've ever had in my entire
I'll
life.
probably still have it. He probably got a burger, and I don't eat burgers anyways.
Oh. Oh, you don't even know what he ate?
I don't. I could ask him, but
I thought it was a chicken sandwich.
Maybe I should tell myself he ate
A burger?
a burger, so I
Probably.
can still eat my 4 for 4.
4 for 4. That is the best deal.
You know what? Okay,
Mhm.
but so I tried chicken. I tried eating the chicken nuggets once, and I had an upset stomach the next day. So like, I have Wendy's chicken nuggets, and I gave it a 3-shot chance. And sorry, I'm gonna finish the bottle.
Go ahead. You know what that means? We're rounding the end.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts on fast food.
Okay. The point is, I don't eat fast food, and now that scared me a little bit. So who knows?
Right.
No judgment to any of y'all who do eat fast food.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of my friends upstate, they would eat
I
fast
wish
food all
I
the
could
time.
as like a drunk food, but then I'm like,
That's the only time I really eat it. I don't get it often, but I will get the occasional silver Taco Bell. And I know people don't love that, but I love
I
Taco
just
Bell.
if fast food already sort of if fast food already upsets my stomach,
Yeah.
I don't want to combine it with alcohol as much
Right.
because I don't know if the next day my stomach's going to be a little upset from how much I drink. I don't over drink.
Right.
I have never, knock on wood, thrown up
Oh, from alcohol?
from alcohol. So,
Wow. Good for you.
because I'm,
I can't relate.
I don't have I can't drink this anymore because freshman year I drank this story.
I do this very awful, terrible, toxic thing where if I know that I'm going out or drinking, I'll stop eating around 2 p.m. because it'll get me drunk faster, cheaper, and just like...
I'm just lightweight.
Yeah, that's fair too.
So,
Anyway, we're not talking about drinking stories. That is for another day.
yeah.
You ready to rate the wine?
Yeah, sure. I love it.
I love it. I'm thinking like a 9.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
A 9.
It's so like, it almost reminds me, like the tartness, if that's right. I mean, it does say it's a dry wine.
Mm-hmm.
But like that dry, like kind of like, not bitter, but like, yeah, tart I think is the right word. The dry tartness of it kind of reminds me of a red in a way, but it's not as heavy. It's a little lighter.
Well, there's like drier and sweeter of
Yeah.
all different, like of white, pink, red, and we've just been kind of teetering more towards the dry overall,
yeah.
which I'm not mad. I don't like really dry reds for some
Yeah.
reason. I prefer drier like rosés or drier
Cause
whites.
yeah, I feel like they more have a citrusy, whereas the reds more have a berry,
Yeah.
or like they have like more of a chocolate, which like
They're so heavy
Yeah.
and like it almost falls under that like slightly not liquid thing that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like it has a thickness to it that I don't like a lot of the time.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like a lot of reds sometimes suggest a nutty or chocolatey
Right.
note to them, and like just dark chocolate in general is a drier taste,
Bitter, yeah, a little more
like
bitter.
more bitter dry taste, and like nuts too. Like it's not like they're like juicy as hell.
And that's how you know Sam is really drunk. So what is your rating? Mine's a 9.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
9?
Yeah. It's
I
not
think
it's
so.
not an 8. It's a 9. I really
Yeah.
favor this. I
like
really
it a lot.
like it.
I would definitely buy this again. Like
I'll get it
100%.
again. You know what? I always tend to go towards reds because I read that. I know.
Oh no.
I go towards but I go towards reds
Right.
because I read that they have less sulfates or like less I don't know. They give you less heartburn essentially.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I always went for reds, and I always tend to ask for a Malbec or Malbec.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what I read was the least acidic wine, right?
Mhm.
But I'm doing fine right now. I don't got any heartburn, so I like
Yeah.
this. I'm enjoying my little adventures into white and pink and whatever.
Yeah. I'm venturing into the drier wines.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I think that all of them are really
Meeting
good
in the
dry.
middle.
Jam.
Jam jar was sweet wine.
Yeah.
Semi-sweet.
Yeah. But I liked that a lot.
But it was
too.
red.
Mhm.
So we're picking good, like, in-between wines, because we have both very different.
Yeah, look, I'm proud of us. Look at us doing our little,
It looks
my
very
way,
clear
your
here
way.
for some reason.
No, it's like water.
It is water.
Clearly we're not.
We're acting like this off water. We'd never have to drink alcohol ever again. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Like, subscribe, follow us on our socials.
Put that notification bell
We're gonna go
on.
watch Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, I mean, who, like, okay, let's talk about the show.
No, we're done.
Alrighty, thanks, Avaline.
So what is it?
I don't know.
Avaline.
Whatever,
Yeah.
it's good wine. Cheers.
Alright, cheers.
Rosé.
Alright, let's end this.
Yeah. Turn that light off. And it gets a little like, oh, it's nighttime now.